Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's G from Happiness and Crafting. So today I am just going to sort of update you a bit, and then we are going to be making like a little double envelope journal page to go into this one. Now originally I was going to do 3 signatures to go in here, but that didn't work out because one of them was just big and fat and juicy. So what I have done, I have made 2. I've done the 3 and made them into 2 signatures. So I've got one in here, and then I've got another one here, which I'm working on now. Now, I'm not going to do the same journal cover. I'm going to do something a little bit different on this one, but that will be for another video. But I'm just going to update you on a few bits that I've done in here. So this is sort of like the original one. Pop that one to the side a minute. What I have done, I have added a back pocket and the front pocket, which is nice. So this is just the printed on fabric that I did, which is lovely. And for the the first signature that I've got, so this is nice and full, and I am absolutely loving it. So what I've done, I'm going to do a hidden sort of like spine thing. So what I've done, I've taken a piece of chipboard and cut it to just a tiny bit smaller than my actual spine, and I've covered it with the same fabric, and then I have sewn just the one signature onto that piece of chipboard. I've sewn it so the inside, this is the inside, so I got no dingly dangly bit coming from the inside, and I've just popped a little bit of lace inside like that, which is lovely. I'm loving it. So I'm hoping you can see that like that. So it's really nice. So that just sort of like helps support it as well. And also on the back I stuck a piece of lace on this one here like that. Which is lovely. So all I'm going to do then is just stick this into the book like that, into the cover. I won't do that on a video, because what I'll do, I'll have to just hold it down for a little bit. So that's what I'm going to do, is stick it on. I'll probably use either Fabri-Tac or my glue gun. So that's it. So I'm just loving it. And then once that's done, it's quite a little bit of a little chunky one. I am starting to make a little closure. Now I wasn't quite sure what to do for the closure, so I thought I would just do like a little slow stitch like wrap around, if you know what I mean. So I've just sort of started there, and I'm going to work my way along it. So I'll probably do that in the evening. So all I'm going to do, I've just got a piece of sort of like this thin fabric. It's the same fabric that's sort of like on the inside, and then what I've done, I've just sort of like wrapped it, bent it over into sort of like 3 like that, just like that. And what I'm going to do, I thought, pull it round. I'm going to probably just have it like this, so we'll probably do it to about there, just so it sort of like laps over, folds over each other. And then where's my little doodary thing? And what I've made, remember I made these the other day with the BB Crafts little pins. So oops, that one's just fallen off, that wasn't very good. I have made it a little dingly dangly. I've got the scissors, I've got a pin, I've got a sewing machine, I've got some little bits of chain and the little beads. So all I'm going to do, I'm going to pop it on there, probably around this way, and then I will just clip that closed. So it doesn't matter how fat your journal is, the closure will just be pinning this on. So I just thought that would be a really nice sort of like closure for it. So this will probably take me a little while to do the closure, but I don't mind that. It's quite a nice little thing. I'm quite enjoying doing this sort of like slow stitching. It's really, really lovely. So I will be working on that. So I will fold this up, get that together, and the little side bit, what I've done, we made our lovely little thimble embellishments a little while ago, and I have made a little flower, and I've made it into like a little pin, and then I've just popped this on the back to hold that pin on. It's a little extra bit of fabric, if you can see, like that, and then I've just attached the bowl pins to it, and then that will just clip on to the side, and then these are removable, so I don't know whether you can sort of like see, so that will go on top like that, and these will just sort of like dangle down, which I think is lovely. So that's the idea. And then for the front, I have got these little bits which I did the Shabbydashery on there, which it's printed onto some fabric. Pop that probably down there, and then I'm just going to add these little bits to it like this, if you can see. Let me just open it out. Let's pop that to the side. Let's just work a little bit flatter, it'll be easier. So that will go on like that. I've got my little bits of rose trim coming down, either the top and the bottom, and then maybe a couple of sort of like these popped down. I might pop a few sort of like safety pins or something like that attached to it, not sure yet. And I do have a few of these like little yo-yos that I've made, so I might attach maybe a couple of these or something on there. So not too fancy on the front, because I'm liking this, I'm liking it quite plain, but love it. So that's the idea of that. So I will finish this off at some point, but let's just tuck that in there because that's nearly done anyway. So this one can go up there out of the way. Bring this one in. Oops, a little flower. I do love these. So that's all what we're going to be doing. So this one, I have done a few bits. This is the original one that we were doing. I put this in there like that. I'll go through both of them when they're finished completely. Anyway, I've pinned this little one on there, and then I've just popped one of our little things in there, embellishments in there, like that. Oh, I know what I wanted to do. I sewed this onto here. This is the fabric pocket. Pop that in there, but this slips down. So what I wanted to do, I just wanted to put something from sort of like there to there, so that it holds it in a little bit better. Now I'm going to do that now. I do have a little bit of lace. Got some little bits in here. I wasn't quite sure what to use. I just want like a little bit. Look at these bits of cotton everywhere. Just a little bit. Gosh, there's so many threads everywhere. Do you know what I mean? I might just attach it to there. I might just glue gun it actually. There to there. So do you know what I mean? So that just stops it from falling down. Oh, actually that looks quite nice, doesn't it? And that just stops the pocket. Maybe I'll do that. Could probably sew it actually, couldn't I? I'm going to glue gun it because I've done lots of sewing on this. I know it's a sewing journal. But let's just take this out. I'm going to just stick that on there. I think I'll sew it to this. Or actually, what I could do, I could pin it, couldn't I? Just to clip that on there. Do apologise, somebody's out there with their strimmer. Obviously it's Easter weekend, so everybody's doing a little bit of gardening, and it's very noisy. It's been going on all day. I tried to wait to do the video for them to stop, but they're not stopping, so we're just going to have to just keep going. I don't think they will stop. It's been absolutely pouring with rain, and the sun's out, and it's beautiful today. So I think they're just trying to get it done before the weather changes. Okay, let me just take this out. Be easier like this. I'm going to just pin that like that to that bit of fabric. There we go. There we go. So then when we put that in there, it's not going to slide and fall out. I'll probably just attach that a little bit better later, but you get the idea. I think that looks quite good, doesn't it? Right, I did that before I would forget. So love it, love it. So let's see what we got. This one I have just attached one of the little tags, and I've made a little net pocket. I've got that tool that I bought the other day, and I've just sewn it on and sort of like gathered it up and made like a little pocket and popped one of the little thread samples in there. Little tag, and then one of my little yo-yos that I made on there. Oh, this one I popped a little bit of the crystal-y bits on her waistband, which I like. I think that looks pretty, doesn't it? These little pin there, these bits need doing. I've got another little belly band there, little pocket. What else have we got? Oh, I've added a little bit of tulle to this little mannequin as well, and a little thing. I think that looks really, really pretty, doesn't it? Just a little seam binding bow. That's the pocket we did the other day. Oh, these ones I've used the little tape measures on here because I didn't want to put these in a pocket because I think they look really nice like that. So just sliding that through, and then these hang down so you can sort of like see it all. And then I've done another one on this side. So I think that looks really good. But obviously I'm going to add a little bit more to this. Another little tuck spot in there. I think that's pretty much it on this one. So that needs doing. But what I wanted to make, I thought I'd just give you an overview of what, you know, where we are so far. I've got all these lovely little bits, and I'm going to make, I'm using the sewing paper, which are the digital ones that I've got on in the shop at the moment. So in the shop we got 40% off this weekend, so do pop over and take a look, because what I was going to do, I'm going to add another page into here, not quite sure where, but I'm going to, it's going to go this way, one this side, and then one the other side. So it's going to go around like that, and I'm going to join them here. So it's like a page. Do you know what I mean? So you've got your little envelope there and envelope there. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take that and we're going to join them in the middle. And then I'm just going to decorate these bits. So that's the idea. Let's get rid of these little bits. Let's put that there because I'll probably need the sewing machine. Okay, so we've got the two envelopes. Really, really simple. Fold it over and fold it over. Quite easy peasy. Now, what I was thinking, I've got this. Not sure whether that's going to be thick enough, but it might. And I was just going to attach it. Just sew it along the bottom like that and like that. So then this bit sews into this, sew that like the signature. So what do you think? Do you think that will work? Do you think I'd have to have two on either side? I just think that would look really nice, wouldn't it? And then it would just fold over. I think I will do that. But they are white inside. Don't like that. So I've got, let's have a look. Let's have a look. What do we have? Is that going to be enough? It should be enough. This is the sewing pattern paper. So what do you think? Shall I got to make sure I'm having them up the right way? Shall I just stick a little bit on there? Have it so it sort of like comes out to the top. So we need it about here, don't we? Think I can tear that down? What do you think? Sort of do it in half. Put that there. That can go with that one. Just going to stick this on. Should we just use a little bit of glue stick? I think this will work. And then we can sew a little something on the edge of the envelope. Doesn't have to be fancy pantsy, does it? But just something. I have really loved working in this journal. It's been really nice to do. So let's just, there we go. It just takes that white off, doesn't it? Let's just add a little bit more. So that goes on. Now I'm quite liking this sort of left. Whether it's gonna be too much, I don't know. And let's just, oops, is that gonna rip? There we go. That's okay, isn't it? Should we do this one? Shall we do this one? Which way round shall we go? Maybe we'll just have to have the flat edge. What do you think? Don't really need to use all of this, do we? Or should we just have it a little bit wibbly wobbly? Maybe I'll do it like that. I think this has got the metal edge to it, so let's just... That didn't work very well, did it? That's okay. Let's just stick this on. Oh, I think he's finished. I think he's finished doing his... I think it was... I don't think it was a lawnmower. I think it was like one of those... what are they called? Strimmers. Okay, that's perfect. Let's just, oh my gosh, I think it's better this way with this little bit. I think I'm going to go cut it because I'm going to just make a big mess otherwise. There we go. Okay, I'm going to leave it like that. Oh no, he's off again. Right, I'm going to keep these little bits because we can make little paper clips or something. Right, so this way round, isn't it? Now, before I sew it around, shall we just decorate these little flaps? Because they're going to be this way and they're not going to obviously be that way. So shall we have, what shall we have? Blingy, lacy. I did have some of this which was quite pretty, isn't it? Like the broderie anglaise on there. Should we have a piece of this either side so that they match? There we go. What else could we have on there? A little bit of something. What have we got to go on this one? Should we have a little bit of pink? It needs something pinky, doesn't it? Because the rest of the journal is sort of pinky. So we need a little bit of this, even if I pop it like underneath that bit a little bit. Oh, I could sort of like runkle it. Oh, maybe I'll runkle it on top like that. Oh, that's nice. Oh, I like that. We still need a something pink. That's quite nice too. Okay, where's my little flowers? Should I put some of these on? Could do that. Right, what I'm going to do, let's do this one first. Let's pop this one there. Need just a little bit of glue stick, I think, just to hold it in place just for a second. Which way round should we go? Stick that down like that. What do you think? Shall I sew this piece on? I think it'd be flappy. I could sew that just to there like that, couldn't I? There we go. Let's pop that there. Let's just get the sewing machine around. Pop those in there. Let's bring this over. I've got white thread in there at the moment, but I'm trying to sort of use a bit of both in this journal now. Can you see? I think you can probably see there. Oops, make sure I've opened it out. Okay, let's just see if I can catch this little bit in. So where is the end? Roughly there. Hopefully I am sewing on the edge, not that I can really see. Let's hope that was near the edge. Look at that, bit wibbly wobbly, but does it really matter? No, but that looks good, doesn't it? So we are this way round. Do we need anything else on there? What have I got here? Should we add a little bit of net while we're here? Just runkle this up on here. Oops. There we go. Just runkle it up as we go, can't we? Just get my little awl in there. Oops, that's my foot pedal. Oh, that's nice. I like that. Chop these little bits off. Okay, so that will go around that way. That looks really nice, and I think probably we could just have one of these little pink flowers on there as well. So that looks good. So that's one of them. Let's tuck you under there. Now this one goes this way, but I'm going to have to, let's see, oh, did I want that? No. I'm going to put this on there, sew that down as well, I think. What do you think? That looks alright, doesn't it? And then we can add a little ruffle thing in a minute. Let's sew this on first. And that's the edge of the page, of the envelope, I mean. Okay. Okay, let's have a look. Oh, that's nice, isn't it? So where's our little wrinkly bit that I was going to use? I was going to use a little bit of this, wasn't I? Just pop this around. Tuck that in. Let's just have a little bit here. Just try and keep it along the line that I've actually sewn on, if that's possible. Let's just take this and just sort of poke it up underneath like that. Just poke it up in there. Perfect. It's just to add that little bit of pink to each side, just so it coordinates with the rest of the journal. Okay, let's just pop that out of the way, put those there. Let's have a look what we've got. Take these little bits off. Oops. There we go. Look at that. That's lovely, isn't it? I do like that. Now, what we want to do, go around this way, don't they? So I'm going to, I think, just sew down all the way to the top like that, either side. So we've got the envelope. Well, I might go along there as well actually first, and then along those bits, and then I'm going to sew that together. I don't mind it sewing along the bottom like that, because obviously I can't do it when they're opened up. So I think that looks nice, and then I will probably just glue gun one of these on either side. Oh, I do like that. That looks really nice, doesn't it? Take that off. Okay, so sewing machine back again. That in the right place. I'll probably just quickly speed this up so it will go a little bit quicker. So I'm just going to go along the edge on the inside. Okay, perfect. And then down the sides. Okay, so I did both. You don't need to see me sew both, but I forgot to sew the inside of this one, because I sewed this one here, but I forgot that one. But that doesn't matter. So loving them. So what I'm going to do before I forget, I'm going to just stick these on. Got so much cotton everywhere. Oh, I think that's actually, that's a little bit that's attached to here. Let's just snip that off if I can. Okay, so I'm going to just stick that on there because I think that looks really pretty, and I do love these. And we'll stick that one up there. Love it. So that's just a little bit of glue gun on there and stick that on. Again with this one, stick it down there. Perfect. And then probably as the closure I will probably use a little Velcro. Shall I Velcro it now? Maybe I'll do that now because it might help hold them closed while I sew them together. Just my lovely little ones like this. Let's just pop that in there. Oops. going to stick it there so we know. Do you think that's roughly in the middle? Stick that down. So I'm not quite sure. If I put it up here, it would mean too far down. So there we go. Lovely. And let's do this one. Let's just stick that on there. There we go. That's right, isn't it? That's the way they go. Pop those away. Let's get our lace out. So let's see. Oh my gosh, threads everywhere. So if I just, I think I'm going to have to glue this on first, aren't I? Because I'm going to end up with a big mess otherwise. But that looks really good. I could probably glue gun it anyway. But then I want the sewing marks. I want the stitches in it. So what should we do? A little bit of this. Do you think this will work? And then I'll leave it to dry. Okay. Before I sew it. So if I just pop a little bit of this on. Let's just tiny. Just like that. Oh God. What do you reckon? Is that pretty level? It's not bad, is it, with my scissors? That's okay. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's right. Go on, stick them around the wrong way. I think that's probably a big enough gap, isn't it? To sew in. A bit of glue. There we go. There we go. Perfect. That's lovely, isn't it? Shall I get another piece and just glue this over the top? So now, just like that. Do you think we need it on both? Do you think we need it on both? Might look quite nice if it's on both, mightn't it? Let's just get a little bit of glue. Gosh, it oozes out the top. A little bit for this side. Don't know where that's going to stick. I don't think I've got enough glue on there. Let's just do it like that. I decanted this into a little bottle, but I can't find the bottle now. Really need to have a little tidy up, don't I? Put that down. And then here. Okay. There we go. I will leave that to dry for a bit before I attempt to sew. Let's pop the lid on. Chop that off. Stick that down. There we go. Oh, I love it. And then once it's in the journal, I can always add little pockets or something to that, can't I? Which will look lovely. Stick that in. Right, where's our journal? Doesn't really matter which way round it goes. I think quite nice to see this. There we go, love it. That will just sew in there, and then we've got our lovely little pockets. I think this way round is nicest, isn't it? Because then you can see, and then you've got the little pockets. Oh, I love it. I love it. And then we turn it around this way, and then we've got this little pocket on this side. That's not very in the middle, is it? Never mind. Okay, perfect. Right, I'm going to leave this to dry, I think, first, and then I will sew that on the sewing machine. So I'll do that before we do another video. But love that, guys. Really, really like that, and that's really, really simple. And because it's made of these lovely sewing pattern papers, I think it works so well, doesn't it? And then I've got it actually inside, and I like the little bits that are hanging on the outside. It fits in there really well. So there we go. So I am going to be this evening having a little sit down and working on this. I think I will try and get as much as I can done on this, do a little bit of slow stitching, which I think will look really, really pretty. I'm going to do a nice dinner in a minute, have a nice Easter dinner. So that will be really, really nice. So I hope you guys are having a lovely, lovely weekend. Please do enjoy yourselves, and I will see you probably tomorrow. So all right, guys, we'll have a lovely, lovely rest of the day. Take care, stay safe, and I will see you soon. All right, guys, bye bye.